you guys replace two starters. Right? Obviously, they go to the NFL, but you've got you had Jared kind of waiting behind. It doesn't seem like you're replacing with totally inexperienced guys. Do you feel like even though you lost two NFL guys, the line should be able to kind of carry over what you guys were doing last year?
Absolutely. I think we have a lot of guys who've been there, done that in terms of the amount of games they've played and where they've played. We had a recent addition with Brandon Hodges. I think he's going to come in and give us a game-ready option right now. I mean, he looked really good out there today. You got Jared, myself, Alex, Jimmy and Connor are both ready to play right now. Mike Herndon's done really good things this fall camp. Jerry Drake's been really impressive for an 18-year-old freshman. I mean, you don't see a freshman doing some of the stuff he does. So I think our depth's getting there, and I think we're in a pretty good spot. I'm excited about where we're going.
Coach Watson was talking about you sort of being a leader for the offensive line this year. Was that something that you went into the season sort of making an effort, losing a bunch of Adam and Dorian to sort of be more vocal and leader? Because they said, Narduzzi talked about how Biz Novati used to do that all the time, sort of just huddle and dorms and teach plays and stuff. That's something that you learned from him?
Yeah, and I think I'm really appreciative for that, to have had that the past couple of years with Biz and Dorian. And whenever you lose two guys like that, everybody kind of looks around. And I don't think I necessarily said, hey, I'm going to be the guy, but I kind of went about my business in a little bit different way in terms of how I interact with freshmen and how I'm able to help the younger guys kind of get up to what we call game-ready level. And I think we've done a pretty good job of it this offseason. Alex has been a great help too. I mean, he's been really good with teaching guys things and getting extra work and extra film, and he's doing a really good job as well. So, I mean, credit goes all around. Coach Patton is there. We have an addition to our coaching staff who's a quality control guy. He's in with us a lot. He's helping us out a lot. So having him around really helps. We're kind of doing it by committee this year, and I think it's going really well so far.
Do you feel any different than you did a year ago in light of all the attention you're getting as far as your play last year? Did you say the same thing, or do you feel a little pressure? Any different?
Not really. I mean, I've always kind of set high expectations for myself in terms of the level I want to play at, and I still don't think I'm there. So I don't think anything from the outside changes that. I want to be better because that's the level I want to hold myself to and that I always have. So nothing changes on my end.
Is left tackle kind of they're all important positions, all five. I mean, the blind side, you're out there kind of on an island. Is it, you kind of look at it as maybe being the biggest position on the line, maybe the most important position?
I don't know about the biggest. I think especially when the O-line, you want to go in with the thought process that everyone is really important. And I think that's true, but I mean, there's definitely a little added, not pressure, but there's definitely an added sense of urgency when you're back there. Because if on the right side, if you get beat, you can at least see it. On the left side, if you get beat, he can't see it coming. So I think there's a little bit added responsibility with that, but nothing major. It's just little details trying to fix up here and there.
Do you have to, you pretty much have to change the way you think, just switch everything from left to right, rush the team with a different hand or something like that?
Yeah, I had to do that in the spring, but I mean, now I'm pretty good. I feel like in terms of not having to think, oh, well, I would usually have to step right, but now I have to step left or whatever. No, I think that took care of itself in the first couple practices in the spring. There was definitely an adjustment period then, but I think I'm all good now.
Is there something you can add to your offensive repertoire now? I mean, I don't know, I'm thinking like line up as a tight end, come around, direct snap, left tackle, halfback option kind of play. Anything like that you can throw out there?
I have no idea what I can add to my repertoire, but I could always improve it. I mean, there's always room for improvement, and I have a long way to go in terms of where I want to be and how I want to be able to play the game. So every day, just trying to get 3% better every day, and that's what I've been working on.
But where does that go from becoming kind of a gimmick to something that you guys can actually use? That versatility that you showed last year that keep teams off balance.
I don't know. I think that's a question for Coach Watson. I just do what I'm told and try to help the team win as much as possible by playing the best I can every play. And I don't get caught up in any of the plays or any of the schemes or how they're going to use me. I don't do that. I just play the game, block as best I can, and if they call my number, they call my number. But you got to do your job.
It's a great EJ answer.
In what aspect are you going to be a better tackler this year?
I'd like to be a little bit more physical in the run game than I was the previous 2 years. I think that's just one area of improvement. Using my hands a little bit better. Just little things here and there. Obviously, there's going to be a little bit of an adjustment if I'm playing next to AO. I mean, obviously, nothing's set in stone yet, but if I'm playing next to AO, he's at left guard right now. I want to have a good chemistry with him like we did in 2015. But just kind of fixing those little details. Kind of just little minor things that kind of you can always get better at and always keep working on.
Brian, how big is it to add competition? You know, when you add Brandon Hodges, I mean, just another guy who can play different positions.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I've always said competition breeds success, and you want to go seek out competitiveness and have that in you. And if our team's not competing every day, we're in a bad spot. And I think we've seen that every day, and it's urgent. You know what I mean? It's now, we know in the O-line room there's a lot of guys for 5 spots. You know what I mean? So you got to come and bring it every day. He's done a great job so far learning, picking up stuff. He's picked up stuff really quickly. So we're really happy with that. And he's done a great job for us, and I'm excited about this, to see what he can do. Because obviously that's an extra addition that we didn't have in the spring or the summer. So some guys got to kind of pony up and see what they can do.